You ever feel like you were the person everyone kept coming back to? The quiet rock, the shoulder, the one who always showed up? That was me. I was the friend people called when their world was falling apart. I was the fixer, the ear, the one who stayed. I gave everything. And then I found out they'd been using me. This is my story. I'm not the loud guy in the room. I'm socially awkward. Making friends never came easy. When I did make them, though, I treated them like family. All of the people I'm about to talk about, I met them through my best friend. We built that circle together. They celebrated with us. They cried on my shoulder. I helped them through the worst parts of their lives. One lost a parent. I spent day and night with them. One was harassed at work. I helped her find employment. Another got kicked out for being gay. I let him live with me for months until he got back on his feet. I helped a buddy start a business when nobody else would invest. I drove across states, sat in waiting rooms, paid medical bills when she had surgery. I was on call. Every time they needed something, I was there. So when I discovered 1 month ago what was really happening behind my back, it felt like someone pulled out my support beams. It started with a dull, sickening feeling. Little clues, little absences. Quick glances at phones, laughs that stopped when I walked in the room. Then one night, I went into my girlfriend's phone, and I saw it all. Photos, flirty messages, group chats with private plans. Texts where they call me names, call me the quiet one they can use. I read messages where my girlfriend and my best friend confess things to each other. I love you. We can keep this quiet. We still need him sometimes. They'd been seeing each other for at least a year. I sat there with the phone in my hand and my life unfolding into screenshots. Every moment of care I'd given them, the rides, the money, the late-night talks, was now revealed as the scaffolding they'd leaned on while doing what they weren't willing to tell me. Anger came first, then confusion, then a plan I didn't like. Being the quiet, trusted guy meant people told me secrets, dangerous ones. Things that, if exposed, would topple jobs, reputation, relationships. For a while, I let that power sit in my head like a hot coal. For weeks, I collected everything I could. Photos, time-stamped messages, receipts, videos. I made a list of who knew and who pretended they didn't. I even stopped renewing my lease. I lined up a new job that paid less, but I thought I'd enjoy it. I packed the things that mattered. I told myself I'd leave in December. Then one night, I drove by their place. I wanted proof, concrete proof, so I could decide what to do. I saw them, my girlfriend and my best friend, sitting there with the rest of the group, laughing. She was draped over him. He kissed her. It looked ordinary to everyone else. To me, it looked like an ambush. I took a picture. For a brief, feverish minute, I sat in my car and thought about sending everything. Emails to employers, screenshots to families, texts to the people who had trusted them. I imagined the fallout, the phone calls, the apologies after the damage. I imagined them all scrambling in a way that would leave them with nothing without someone else's help to pull them out. Then I read the one line that made the decision for me. Even as I stood there wrapped in anger, something cold settled in my chest. I pictured one of them, a cousin, a parent, a kid who would be collateral damage. I thought about the fact that exposing everything would also hurt people who had nothing to do with the betrayal. I realized I could become the arsonist in a ritual of destruction. I could light the match, but I would have chosen to burn them down. That would make me no better than the people who'd used me. So I did something small but deliberate. I sent the single photo, just the photo of them cuddling, into the group chat, watched the blue ticks appear, and then I drove off. I didn't send the texts. I didn't send the emails. I didn't torch their lives. They noticed me. One of them saw my car, My girlfriend ran outside barefoot in the cold, stumbling, hands over her mouth. They started calling nonstop. Hundreds of messages. Please come back. We love you. We're sorry. We never meant to hurt you. We'll sell everything. Come back and we'll fix this. Every new message was a band-aid. Every apology was a mirror that reflected my pain back at me. Their pleas changed tones, begging, bargaining, then shame. And I kept the engine running. I drove to my mother's house. She got the scared, exhausted version of me who didn't have to decide on the spot. I let the adrenaline burn out. They left voicemails, one every 20 minutes, sobbing, pleading. My phone vibrated through the night. My ex-best friend texted me to come back and beat him up, to take what was owed. My inbox filled with people asking me to forgive them, wanting to be friends again. I read them all, one by one, and with each read, something in me healed. The anger thinned, the desire for revenge cooled. I felt the impossible freedom of someone who didn't have to act right away. I changed my number on Monday. A week later, I walked a little lighter. Not because the hurt was gone, it wasn't, but because I had not become them. Revenge would have felt powerful in the moment. It would have felt like justice. But it would also have left holes, gaping holes I would have to live in. I had a chance to be better. I chose that chance. They still reach out sometimes. Some apologize genuinely. Some don't. My ex, the person I trusted most, left. My best friend chose a momentary thrill over a decade of loyalty. The group fractured in ways I hope they'll someday understand. The future I found a new job that pays less but gives me time back. I'm rediscovering the small parts of myself that I shelved for them. I call people who treat me like a human, not a utility. I sleep a little more. I read books I like. I cook things without asking anyone. I'm not in a rush to replace what I lost. And, strangely, I'm grateful. Not for the betrayal. Who would be grateful for that? But for the truth. The truth uncluttered everything. You learn who you were, who your people really are, and who you don't want to carry forward. If you're sitting where I sat, heartbroken, furious, wanting to blow it all up, know this: you have power. Not the power to wreck lives, but the power to choose your response. You can be the person who burns bridges for momentary applause, or you can be the person who rebuilds a life, piece by careful piece. Both are choices. Both have costs. I chose to walk away without setting fire. I kept my hands clean, my conscience intact, and my future open. If this story connects with you, leave a comment. Tell me what you do. And if you're healing, I see you. Keep going, one day at a time.